apologies. I'm Theodore Perkins. Please, call me Teddy. Are you a fan of Benny's?
Who?
Benny Hope, the pianist. He's the one who owned the piano. He's my brother.
Oh, shit, man. Is that Keith Jarrett?
Yes. Yes. And Stevie as well. And Al Jarreau. And Ahmad Jamal. I think Nina's over there somewhere.
Is he, no longer with us?
No, he's alive. He lives here with me. I take care of him. He developed a rare skin condition. He can no longer go in the sunlight. Surprise!
Shit.
It's a gift shop. I designed it myself to feel like a trophy room. More in the motif of the museum.
Oh, wait, so you're turning this whole place into a museum?
Yes. I've already started the process of making this a historical site. You're actually the first person to be in here. Feel free to Twitter or blogspot any of it.
You know what? Actually, I'm kind of in a rut.
Michael suffered because he was becoming conscious of the time and what must be done. Michael suffered because he had money and consciousness, and now was about to upset Satan's apple cart. He talked about how they talk about him. See, and he made a song out of it. See, that's the first thing the enemy does when he wants to take you down. He uses the power of his media to destroy your character, and then after your character is assassinated, then he can kill you, and there'll be no outcry among the people. Michael was an anointed human being, strange to a world like this. If you look at what he did when he talked about the environment, see, Michael was a conscious brother, and his consciousness was upsetting those who they felt the next step would be. He frightened those. He put on military garments. Yeah, they were glittery, but hell, he was of a new kind of army.
This is not a question about what might have happened or what if someone else had been involved, if not for Dr. Murray. That is an insult to the medical profession. The fact is that Michael Jackson died because of the actions of and the failures to perform legal duties on the part of Dr. Murray. Not some other medical doctor, and also not exclusively because of Michael Jackson.
Superior Court of California, Los Angeles County. The people of the state of California plaintiff versus Conrad Robert Murray defendant. We, the jury in the above entitled action, find the defendant, Conrad Robert Murray, guilty of the crime of involuntary manslaughter in violation of Penal Code Section 192, subsection B. Alleged victim, Michael Joseph Jackson, alleged date of June 25th.
In 2013, Michael Jackson's family filed a lawsuit against AEG. The Jackson family lawyers argued that during the critical run-up to This Is It, AEG ignored Michael's deteriorating health and threatened Dr. Murray into pumping Michael with heavy sedatives so that he could be rested for rehearsals. AEG contend that Michael had full control over his medication and is responsible for his own death. At Dr. Murray's trial in November 2011, Prince testified that the night before his father's death, Randy Phillips visited Michael's mansion while Michael was at rehearsal and aggressively threatened Dr. Murray. The next day, Michael died.
It was very clear that Prince felt that Michael Jackson felt really pushed to the brink by AEG executives. He didn't trust them, he didn't like them, and he heard his own father say, while sobbing, "They're trying to kill me."
You thought he was safe.
Safe.
You step out of the room for an hour?
I left his bedside around 11:25.
And his position on the bed?
Well, normally when I left him, he was on the pillow. And when I came back, he was in a different position. He was no longer on the pillow. He had moved down, lower on the bed and closer to the edge. But he was there, but it wasn't the same person I saw. It wasn't the same person I saw.
So he's slumped over. Is he breathing?
No, I did the normal thing as a cardiologist.
His father, Charles, is charged with attempted murder and arson. His mother, Marie Rothenberg, flew out from New York immediately after the fire and has remained here.
9-inch nails just put into every area of your body. I had burns over 90% of my body. I had, I think, a 20% chance of living past 48 hours, but I overcame those odds, and as the days went by, those odds went higher and higher. I said to myself, I'm going to live, I'm going to live, I'm going to go down for nobody. They had to put skin grafts over pretty much every area of my body, but I'm glad that I'm alive, I'm glad that I didn't miss living, and that is wonderful enough for me. We first met at his mother's house in Encino. It was quite an amazing experience. There was a tap on my shoulder, and I turned around, and there was Michael.
Murray was convicted of manslaughter and served 2 years in jail, although to this day he maintains he did nothing wrong. He is still barred from practicing medicine and lives alone in a one-bedroom apartment near Fort Lauderdale. His book is self-published. You share?
25 million copies for Thriller. Michael Jackson, the #1 artist in the world!
I could show you pictures from 1985 where he looked really light. He didn't go from dark to light overnight. It was actually 7 years of wearing makeup and going from light to dark and all these pictures before we got to this point where
Can you explain what's happening at the end of that video?
No. I feel like it's not really my place to do that. I think, yeah, I think it's just something that should just be out there and just, you know, it's for the people.